first game of the day as we now prepare to enter the land of dawn. Make sure to show these teams your support because they are going to need it as they go head to head.
Welcome to the first BO3 of day number 2 here at week number 2 at the MPL MY Season 10. We have Team Lunatix on the blue side and Red Esports on the red side. Now, a lot of the questions that are being asked here is whether or not TL is going to be able to bait out or at the very least waste that time journey early on in a team fight and then look to re-engage while minimizing their damage. It's not an easy task to do.
In addition to that, Red Esports have picked up 3 sprints on their lineup, so they're just going to be trying to avoid fighting at all here. We do also have confirmation. Rain is playing that mid lane Benedetta. Yamichi trying to disrupt the purple buff, but he is getting surrounded here.
Yep, he's in some trouble. RenQT is trying to get hold of him, but Goldilocks is going to proc his passive to ensure that he pushes him away. Can he steal the purple buff here? No. TL is just going to back off, and that means that they are denying early aggression, but notice that Mural, he's just playing on that top side. Mint unfortunately can't take full advantage of Beatrix being so strong in the early game.
Yeah, Beatrix should definitely be dominating a lane against carry, but just look at these auto alarm bombs. So annoying. Mint cannot walk up anywhere near lane, and this is allowing Mal to get a very comfortable early head start, already level 3 over his opponent.
Now, looking at how the lanes are going, and even with the sub-emblems, a lot of movement speed being picked up by the side of Red Esports. They want to get in and out of that fight, but with mid-lane control, Zyd unfortunately can't really make his way into the river very comfortably, considering that it's Benedetta and Akai.
Yeah, that's not very ideal for Zyd, considering that Hayabusa wants to be able to start ganking once he hits around that level 4 mark, but I don't think Red Esports minds this too much because they are having pretty comfortable side lanes overall. Goldilocks still gonna come out on top in the EXP lane in terms of EXP earned, but RenQT, as long as he can remain even, he's fine.
I think this is some really good timing from Team Lunatix as they chase down RenQT, making sure that he gets zoned off. Zyd, unfortunately, can't go for the top gank, but instead tries to steal it away and is able to take away the turtle. First turtle of the game going over to Red Esports.
Beautiful timing from Zyd Hakimi right there, timing the Shadow Shuriken to make sure that he would be in retry range. And unfortunately, this is one of the weaknesses of Harif as a jungler. His early game is even weaker than heroes like Hayabusa, who definitely don't have the best starts. So it's going to be difficult for him to contest these objectives until he gets 1 or 2 items.
Goldilocks doing some really good trading against RenQT, who's running out of mana. Goldilocks has out-sustained him for now, but I think they have to be careful, right? The gold lane getting attacked pretty heavily, but with the timings that Team Lunatix is taking advantage of, hey, we need to take the turtle, go for a recall, you're a little low, we can't afford for you to get dove under turret, and therefore, now we're going to shift our attention to that top side until turtle spawns.
You can see there's a lot of pressure on Lunatix to make this happen. Rain now jumping in, but Miral is constantly attached to Mal's side, making sure that the carry is safe. Yamichi low, forced the pop, heavy spin to make sure Zyd can't get the kill, and Amal gonna get pulled back, meaning that he has no HP to re-engage. Rain going in, he sees that. Oh! Miral gonna drop as the first blood over to Team Lunatix.
Nicely played by Rain here. He was going on his little solo adventure, trying to zone off the rest so they could not press an advantage against Amal. I don't think Red Esports was going to go for it, but Miral losing his battle spell on top of his life, very well worth it. Emal now trying to get rid of RenQT here. Unfortunately, the Salmon Force being popped. He's got more than enough damage. One more Chrono Dash will put him out of his misery. As the Frostmoon Fuel comes out, Goldilocks with a single knockback tries and saves the day. Team Lunatix walk away with a kill.
That was pretty close for comfort, though. We do know that historically, Esmeralda counters Harif simply because she can deal damage through the shields, and he actually got pretty close to taking out Amal in his own jungle. Luckily, the rotation from Goldilocks was enough to make sure that he survived that, and that's a very important timing because it ensures that the Harif is alive for the next turtle spawn.
I mean, speaking of timing, where was Ashe in that fight? I mean, if that was going to happen, hold on, Miral getting attacked, using his ultimate as well, ends up dying once more as Myth was able to get the shots off. Yamichi looking to lock down Mal, and he finds the heavy spin of a lifetime. Mal still manages to get out of there just in time with Ashe to back him up to protect this turret. Team Lunatix forced to back away as Miral comes back to life, and that is going to be that.
A good retreat from Team Lunatix. Luckily for Red Esports, they weren't able to pick off the carry. Zayed using that information that most of Lunatix is in the top lane to secure a turtle for Red Esports. However, we can see that the net worth right now is very even, basically no difference at all.
Let's also not forget that Mao was able to get out of an awkward heavy spin angle by using his Phantom Step actually to get into a spot where he gets knocked away and instead of getting knocked towards a wall. I don't know how hard he spammed that because you would have to buffer that pretty consistently.
I imagine there's definitely a sense of panic, but at the same time, for a lot of these players, they're going to be used to those sort of situations. Yamichi, though, taking a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure he just walked into an entire pile of bombs. Zaman 4 is popped by Amal. He's going for Miro. He's going to be able to get it, but now Yamichi aimed down by Ash. Going to get taken out. Ash wants to chase him down, but Black Shoes forces him to retreat. Amal doing a lot of damage. Here comes Rancuti, though. Disrupts the recall. Hardif might be in danger. Diggy keeping vision, and the kill going over the Maul with that final auto attack.
Oh, and even if he didn't die there, Zai would have cleaned things up. Nicely played for the side of Red Esports to punish the initial dive onto Miro. Like, they're trying to farm him as much as they can to try and speed up their early game. But here we go, another engagement as the time journey is popped. The Black Dragon form going to scale right behind them. He sees Zai, he sees Ash. Goldilocks understands that he's in some trouble now, gets pulled back by the first time, and it's going to be the Oki shadow kill to put him out of his misery. Mal picks up another for himself, and Team Lunatix forced to back off.
Beautifully played by Red Esports there. There is just a difference in experience from that engagement. You can see that Team Lunatix, they tried to wait out the time journey with the Black Dragon form because they knew that once it ran out, they could actually make the engage. But Red Esports pulled him so out of position that Goldilocks wasn't sure if he should continue the engagement or not. And once the decision was made, it was too late. Miro managing to keep him in place to secure the kill for his side.
I think it was a good idea coming in from Goldilocks. I probably would have went for it as well. However, the moment you see Ash there and you see 4 people, you probably should back off. And Yamichi probably doing the exact same thing, but unfortunately, Carry just cuts through a tank like butter.
Yamichi trying to delay Red Esports in order to make sure his team can take the turtle safely. He succeeded, but giving his life away in exchange may not be worth. Now we can see Red Esports making an attempt on Mint. Rain gonna be able to stop that, but forced to use his ultimate to get away from 4 members of Red Esports. As now, Zayed even doing a little bit more poke damage with his ult.
Yep, they're still playing for Mal. They've already broken that top side, and they're probably going to do a cheeky lane swap down bot, but Emal is going to clear this lane up, help his team to catch up, and make sure that the rotations are going to be clean. Don't forget that Benedetta is really fast on this, so I expect a little bit of support on bottom side.
I'm definitely impressed so far with Rain's performance on the Benedetta. Definitely a very high mechanic hero, considering that usually he would play mages. And we can see he's actually going for a really heavy damage Blade of Heptases on the Benedetta.
Yeah, you don't get to see that too often, and he's building into the Molten Core. I'm assuming he's going to go for that Curse Town to help him speed up his wave clear. Now, Red, as expected, on the bottom side of the map here, and Team Lunatix responds shortly after. Yamichi face checks, gets chunked, but he knows and has all the information his team needs.
We can see now that this is quite dangerous for Team Lunatix, so even Yamichi cannot safely face check bushes simply because of how much damage Mal has. 2-0 and 2 on the carry so far, a 2k net worth advantage for Red Esports. We mentioned that Team Lunatix, they need to be the ones controlling the tempo when they're up against this team, but so far, the ones in control are Red.
Yep, Yamichi now going to die under the turret here unless RNG saves his life, and unfortunately, there wasn't enough stacks for the Oki Shadow kill to get and finish off Yamichi. Now, Red Esports, they know that he has the recall. Can they take advantage of this timing? 4 more seconds until the turtle spawns, but now they go for the mid lane fight. Lecto final blow is out as Zayed uses the time to shove the mid lane, but notice that bot side about to crack.
See as well, Goldilocks pushing the top side. Zaman force from Amal, he wants to go on Mal, but he's get pushed back. The damage from Ash secures the kill. Yamichi in danger, and QD pick up the kill onto the Akai. Goldilocks too far to provide any assistance, and Mint chased back to his base means that Red will get started on this lore.
Very deadly combo here, and especially when Lilia does, again, when you're trying to kite a Lilia, as soon as she hits that first Shadow Ball, you might be in a little bit of trouble. But when you get locked down by the bursting time, you're in even more. Now Goldilocks, can he survive the Oki Shadow Kill? He takes so much, but still sustains just enough to survive. With Lord crashing, with Lord empowered minions coming on every lane, Red Esports want to break mid-tier 1.
This is dangerous for Team Lunatix. A single Oki Shadow kill nearly killing a Yu Zong is never a situation you want to be in. You want him to be able to survive that comfortably. And now Red continuing to press the advantage. They know they have the control over the map. They're going to make sure that Team Lunatix just gets no farm at all for the next few minutes.
Yep. I think they're going to lose the outer turrets here. And I don't know if they want to defend it or let it go, but Rain, he takes a significant amount of damage to try and clear that bot side. He has one more wave to deal with. However, Red Esports, you can see what their eyes have been set upon. They're realizing a lot of resistance down by the mid lane, so they try and attack the back line. Mint taking way too much damage than he should, as Ayed is already out with the quad shadows as mid-tier 2 falls. Now, if they get an inhibitor, this could mean everything for Red Esports. Rain jumps into the fight as the Black Dragon form will zone the rest off. Goldilocks probably doesn't want to make the same mistake again as they back away. Out of turn succeeded. Red Esports have taken 3 turrets.
I think we have to know just how cleanly Red Esports made that play. They used the Oki Shadow kill not necessarily to get a kill, but to force Team Lunatix to stand together with Mint, meaning that they can't defend the mid push, giving them a free tier 2 tower. The AI right now gonna be predicting a 75% win rate for Red Esports. Things are not looking good for Team Lunatix.
Red Esports are in great position with a 6k gold lead. Team Lunatix haven't even hit that 32k power spike. Red Esports have a very small window right now, but they can't do too much. If they get picks, that would be amazing. But Team Lunatix, Goldilocks, unfortunately, is going to be the pick of the century as Amici jumps in. The heavy spin doing nothing as the time journey stays alive. Oki Shadow Kill takes out Harridan, but a triple coming in from Mal himself. A double coming in from Mint as he's able to find a few back, but they've already traded up in Red Esports with a man advantage. Taking 4 for 2, are looking to crack open an inhibitor. They lose their siege minion. A little sad, but mid-wave going to crash in. 5 more seconds until Goldilocks is back.
Red Esports still wants to pile on the pressure. They know Mint is the only one alive. Yamichi joining him, but they've already taken their first inhibitor. Will easily walk away. A beautiful engagement from Red Esports, picking up Goldilocks and then saving the time journey. Yamichi definitely made a wrong decision there to try and jump in, and Miral instantly snapped up on the opportunity.
Yep, I mean, Red Esports, they have priority. If they have the pick, you just have to let it happen. And unfortunately for Goldilocks, there's nothing much he could really do there except to not be overextended in the mid lane, away from the safety of his mid turret.
Right now, though, the Lord gonna be spawning up yet again. It feels like it was so soon ago that the Lord was just pushing down the base of Team Lunatix, and it's already back. That's how much Red Esports were able to achieve with that first Lord of the game. They'll be able to take it easily. Team Lunatix are now forced into a hyper defensive position.
Yep, and this is honestly not looking good with the 7k gold lead and Red Esports now at 42k to Team Lunatix 35k. That 8k gold difference is going to mean a full item here, at the very least for... Oh, he didn't take Mystery Shop. He went for Magic Worship, so he isn't going to get his 4th item. He only has 3, but he's got the Ice Queen's Wand, which is very, very good.
Yeah, just some utility items on the Lilia is more than enough, considering the damage that's going to be coming out of the Hayabusa and the carry. Maul now 5-0, already getting his final item. He's maxed out, and this could be the final push.
Here it is, with the Luminous Lore going to be crashing into the base. Electro final blow to look to slow things down. They lose all their inhibitors as now Ren QT looks to push them. Goldilocks tries his best with the Black Dragon form to get into that backline, but the monster kills already accepted his fate. Carry with a double kills Goldilocks as well, and that is going to be game. Red Esports take away game number 1.
A clean victory from Red Esports, securing early game momentum and then keeping control over it all the way until they cracked